Hi, I'm Chris Hellman with National Priorities Project, and the topic of today's budget brief is military cleanup. The U.S. military operates hundreds of bases in the United States, and in fact there are bases in all 50 of the states. The military is responsible for cleaning up after its own mess, and one would think that with all those bases, cleanup budgets for the military would be fairly large. But is this in fact the case? Each year, the Pentagon budgets about $1.4 billion for cleanup. And while this sounds like a lot of money, when you compare it to total Pentagon spending, it's less than 1/3 of 1%. Let's compare that to the Department of Energy. The Department of Energy spends about $18 billion a year overseeing the U.S. stockpile of nuclear weapons. And about a third of this, $5.5 billion, is on cleanup. That's because cleanup of radioactive materials associated with nuclear weapons is both dangerous and expensive. So how does that compare to other federal cleanup programs? The most significant federal cleanup program out there is the EPA's Superfund program. Superfund sites are those that have been identified as sites that pose a health threat to the population, and the government sets aside money each year to assist in the cleanup of those sites. Total Superfund cleanup budget for the coming year is going to be an estimated $1.2 billion. Now, if we look back at what the Pentagon spends just to clean up its own facilities, Superfund budget is actually smaller than DoD spends every year on cleanup at U.S. military sites. What makes the situation even more complicated is that some of these sites, both within the Pentagon and the Department of Energy, are actually Superfund sites, which means some of this money goes to cleanup up in these categories. That leaves less money for cleanup at other sites around the country. For more information about energy and the environment, follow MPP during the coming week and visit us at our website, nationalpriorities.org.